Hey folks, good day to you. Quick little fun fact. When you get a mortgage, okay, in most cases, what's going to happen with the borrower's closing costs that are coming in, there are certain fees that are paid on behalf of the borrower, not paid by the seller, paid by the buyer. And there are other things that are also paid by the buyer. They're called prepaid impounds. Okay, we're impounding a prepayment for property taxes and homeowners insurance. That's what's happening. And that is absolutely collected pretty much in like 90% of loans. Okay, with conventional loans, there are some options or jumbo loans where you can waive escrows and we're not required to collect impounds. But with government-backed loans like VA loans, FHA, USDA loans, we're required to collect those escrows. Okay, so what happens? They're collected at the time of closing, and the escrow company that we're working with prepays those out to the county. Sometimes after closing, what will happen is the county doesn't have their payment yet, or sometimes in a refinance, the county will reach out to the borrower and say, hey, we haven't received your payment yet. Okay, when that happens, don't pay those directly to the county. Okay, I had this happen recently where a client said, hey, we got this notification, we didn't know what to do. We paid them. And we said, okay, that was not the right thing to do, so now we're gonna have to rewind this a little bit. What ultimately happened is that the lender did pay those, or the escrow company did pay those, but they received this bill prior to the escrow company having sent that out, and they paid it. So now what happened is that the county received the payment from the escrow company after already the borrower had paid. They got the check, they sent it back to the escrow company because they'd already been paid. Meanwhile, the borrower is following up with us multiple times saying, hey guys, where's this money? Where's this money? Where's this money? Okay, it was collected at closing and paid just the way it should have been. Don't pay that if you know that it's already being paid. This happens in other scenarios too, where there's like a insurance renewal or a new insurance provider or a flood insurance collection. And what happens is that the borrower hears that it hasn't been paid by the insurance company, so they jump in, they decide to pay it themselves, even though they know, and we've told them and advised them, don't pay that, it's going to get paid, it'll get handled. They do. Which makes sense. They're reacting to, it's not been paid, we need to get it paid. I understand that, guys, but it's going to be paid. So in that second scenario, the same thing happened. The dude paid the money, then got notification that it had been paid. Now he's chasing down the refund again. And then that keeps your money away from you for a longer period of time, because then it has to get refunded back to you, or this back and forth. So even though it's scary, guys, and I understand, if you get that type of a bill, talk to your lender, talk to your mortgage company and say, hey, here's what's going on. They will guide you and advise you and say, here's what to do. Don't pay that. We'll get this taken care of. The money's in there. Don't bother doing that. Okay. So if you run into that situation, don't pay it. Just work with your mortgage company, follow up with the loan servicer, the insurance company. You might have to be that middle person to help get it figured out when ships are passing in the night. But that's what's going on, guys. So don't overreact. Don't pay it, otherwise you're just going to be waiting to get your refund back for a longer period of time. So tips and tricks with managing your escrow account and payments to third parties through your escrow impound with a mortgage. Okay, have a good day.